Please remove any hats and remain standing for the national anthem and the alma mater, sung by members of the high school chorus.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
Graduates, you may be seated. I would like to welcome all of you to the graduation commencement for the class of 2025. I would also like to welcome our distinguished faculty and administration. I'd like to begin the program by introducing the members of the Board of Education and our Superintendent of Schools. Please hold your applause till everyone has been introduced. Mr. James Kolzak, President. Mr. Philip Castle, Vice President. Miss Elisa Gelati. Mrs. Kate Entwistle. Mr. Robert Cross. Mr. Thomas Huxtable. Mrs. Jennifer Main. And Mr. David Langone, Interim Superintendent. I would like to recognize this year's district retirees who have provided many years of service to this district. If you are in the audience, Please stand for recognition as I read your name. Mr. Stephen Drescher, 15 years. Miss Nori Hibber, 32 years. Mrs. Tony King, 22 years. Mrs. Heather Lewis Hoover, 31 years. Mrs. Jennifer McDonald, 12 years. Mrs. Julie Stone, 32 years. And Mrs. Carolyn Wiswell, 26 years. Thank you for all your years of service to our school district. You will be greatly missed. At this time, please welcome the salutatorian of the class of 2025, Jonah Hecker, with his address to the class.
I'm going to start with the fact that I had no idea where to start this speech and what topic or cliche I was going to hit upon. Before I get to that cliche I eventually thought about, I'll say that it is finally time for our turn. The small class of 2025 on this field. Congrats to everyone who will be walking here tonight. This year has been a true wonder. No one expects their senior year to go by in the blink of an eye with the amount of eyelashes that get stuck. Piece of advice for the younger classes. Take the eyelashes out quickly. Don't procrastinate or the irritation gets. A solo student returns to the group's scheduled campsite expecting his peers to be there. Instead of looking for his peers that were not there, the student went on to the scheduled pickup spot where he met his instructors. They congratulated him because he was the sole one to complete the objective. His peers never progressed any farther than the first campsite. The story comments upon the cliche, find your purpose. The answer that the students were looking for was to search for themselves and not be pressured by others. People may advise and pressure you to follow directly in their footsteps to success, but their trail won't work for you. Everybody has different shoes and a different signature walk. The only way to find your purpose is to explore using your unique personal experience and traits. On a last note, before races, I will try to give everyone a fist bump and say something. Since I can't fist bump everyone here, I'll say this for future classes and future endeavors. Good luck and have fun.
I would like to thank some individuals and groups who have worked very hard to make this evening a success. Chris Hard, George Gusky, and the high school custodial staff, Keith Williams, and the buildings and ground crew, and all of the transportation department. Sarah Robinson and Elena Brower, our class advisors. Jeff Perro, guidance counselor. Tracy Palmer, guidance secretary. Beth Wilson, high school secretary. Stone Road Farm and Flower Shop, and the West Winfield Rescue Squad. Parents and friends, thank you. This year, the class of 2025 has chosen Mrs. Kimberly Trevisani as their guest speaker. At this time, please welcome Mrs. Kimberly Trevisani.
Good evening. I just want to say to the class, thank you for having me. I'm truly honored to speak to you one last time. And before I begin, I would like to recognize and thank past, present, and future members of the military. Your service, your sacrifice, your patriotism does not go unnoticed. I've always felt that history and stories are closely connected. Now, this doesn't have to mean the history we learn during our school day. It can be the history of our families, our communities, and the generations of people that make up the fabric of our lives. But it's really about the stories that bring about our human experience. It's the stories that we remember. They bring history of who we are to life, and we can connect to them in a way we can't with facts on a page. Maybe that's why I've always been drawn to them. Books and stories encapsulate our humanity in a way that nothing else can. I've learned so much insight from the words and stories of others, so I thought today I'd share some of my favorites with you. so that as you journey into the next chapter of your own lives, I can offer you wisdom and guidance to help navigate whatever road you may choose to travel. In the classic novel To Kill a Mockingbird, the character of Atticus Finch says, "You never really understand a person until you consider things from his point of view, until you climb around in his shoes and walk around in them." I love this quote because it's about empathy and understanding. We can never truly experience the lives of other people, but if we try to understand them by just seeing a different perspective, it might be the first step to committing to a better world around us and help us try to see the world through the lens of other people. In the words of Randy Pausch at the last lecture, he reminds us we cannot change the cards that we are dealt in life. It's how we play the hand. So much of our life is left to chance. So please, embrace those opportunities when they come your way and try to learn and grow from the obstacles that will inevitably cross your path. And as he tries to teach us, those brick walls are there for a reason. It's because there's always going to be ways to combat adversity. Just try. And finally, the famous author Maya Angelou tells us that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. Our lives are truly just a series of events and people that connect to our emotions. And emotions drive our memories and our motivation. So be memorable in a way that creates fond smiles, kind words, and nodding heads. As today comes to a close and the caps are tossed and the pictures are taken, just remember that as teachers, we have years of special memories and stories to tell each new class, and now you all are one of them. As a school and a staff and all that it encompasses, academics, sports, trips, clubs, we're one of your stories too. We are part of your history. I heard once that being a senior in high school is like starting the last chapter of a book that you didn't really want to put down. And since September, we knew from that first line that each page was turning, and it was another milestone. It was another last moment. And when the book finally closes, it's bittersweet, not only for you, but for all of your family and friends who have read all of your other chapters. But luckily, there's new chapters to look forward to and new stories to start. I have told so many of you over the past 4 years to focus your life. Now, you know I say it sarcastically usually, but let me leave you really what I mean by that. Yes, I often say it for those daily moments. You like, bring a pen, bring your book, turn off your phone, remember a due date. But what I really mean is to focus on what's important for your own success. Focus on the people who make your life better. Focus on your opportunities and your unique talents and strengths, and focus on who you want to be. Now, go off and start your own book, and wherever those new pages take you, write your own story and make it worth reading. I wish the best for all of you. Congratulations.
We would like to recognize our seniors who have earned college credits. College Now is a concurrent enrollment program offered through Herkimer College where students can earn college credits taught by high school teachers while also earning high school credits. The following students have earned at least one credit through our College Now program. Will those who earned at least one college credit please stand? Please be seated. Next, we would like to recognize our students who participated in work-based learning. Work-based learning is an educational program that integrates academic learning with practical real-world job experiences. It helps students develop career-related skills and knowledge through paid employment, internships, or job shadowing opportunities. The goal of this program is learning outside of the classroom. Students were able to earn high school credit while working in a real employment environment. Would the work-based learning students please stand? Please be seated. Now we would like to recognize our Clark Scholarship winners. The Clark Foundation has been privileged to award scholarships since 1961. Recipients are chosen by the Clark Foundation Scholarship Committee on the basis of not only academic achievement, but also for their leadership, character, and loyalty to the school and community. The Clark Foundation has awarded nearly $140 million to over 15,000 students over the past 64 years. The approximate award to this year's Mount Markham graduates from the Clark Foundation is $113,500. This represents awards of $3,200 to $8,000 for these 33 students. Please go out of your way to thank the Clark Foundation people in Cooperstown for their tremendous gift. As I read your name, please stand up. Please hold your applause until the end, all the names are read. This year's recipients of the Clark Foundation scholarships are as follows: Nathan Burns, Jeannie Carpenter, Giovanni Catrabo, Casey Coffin, Peyton Dauchy, Eric the King Jr., Cameron Donnelly, Caleb Etzen, Tila Geyer, Aubrey Hartman, Emily Hartman, Jonah Hecker, Caitlin Hinkle, Cameron Hubbard, Addison Jones, Christian Jones, Jacob Kiefer, Brandon Nisley, Jenna Crescenda, Kylie Ann Lehman, Trevor Lockwood, Skylar McConnell, Elijah Pasquale, Nathan Bacoa, Leandra Plows, Lawton Plummer Jr., Maggie Plummer, Claire Reed, Caitlin Riddell, Nicholas Sanzo, Delaney Stefan, Nicholas Thomas, Dustin Walker. Congratulations on being awarded a Clark Foundation scholarship. You may be seated. I would like to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2025, Aubrey Hartman.
All right, I got you, sir. I'll speak into the mic. Okay, here we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, exhausted faculty and staff, proud and relieved parents, and you, the class of 2025, congratulations, we've made it. Or if you're anything like me, you've stumbled, guessed, and prayed your way to this moment. However you got here, today is something to be proud of. And as your valedictorian, it is my honor to welcome us all into the next chapter of our lives and to remind us of how we got here. First, let's be real. We're the class that thought we could roll out of bed at 8:19 and make it to school before the morning bell, which is at 8:20. While some of us did, others didn't even come close. We all swore we'd grind through senior year, but instead we spent it with a severe case of senioritis, and by gaslighting ourselves with the phrase, "I'll finish the assignment ahead of time." We are the class that vowed to ace the final we never studied for. Truly, we are the pioneers of minimum effort, but maximum vibe. We may not have aced every final, but we did master the art of looking awake in pajama pants. Nothing stopped us from eating Pop-Tarts 2 periods before lunch, or asking substitute teachers if we could go down to gym class. We orchestrated one of the most successful senior skip days, proof that we were willing to work to the best of our ability so that we didn't have to work at all. We didn't concern ourselves with what our legacy would be, but rather, we made history. Future generations will study our ability to submit assignments 2 minutes before they are due. They will be awed by our conjoined skill of copy and paste. They will listen to our carefully curated Spotify playlists, and they will thank us for making Almost Fridays a tradition. We as a class have learned to adapt and overcome. When the cafeteria seats didn't have cushions, we forged on and ate our lunch. When we lost one AirPod by September and the other by Christmas, we didn't panic, but rather, we decided headphones were back in style. We learned to meme our misery and to find joy in the little things. In the past 4 years of high school, we have managed to balance chaotic schedules, family, friends, and sports, all on a 2% phone battery and a quarter tank of gas. Now that's one for the books. In being here today, we have succeeded in this aspect of our lives. We have accomplished what, at times, felt impossible. But despite the late-night cram sessions and month-long procrastinations, we're here and we are graduating into a world in which we have to do more than just to show up and get credit. A world in which we will have to learn to adult and to problem solve. One in which every entry-level job requires 10 years of experience. And those sketchy side hustles don't seem like that bad of an idea. But we are also graduating into a world full of possibility. One in which we can prove to ourselves that sheer delusion and a fake-it-till-you-make-it mentality can get you anywhere. We will meet new people, explore new opportunities, and grow to become better than we are today. And upon entering this new world, it is important to remember that we didn't get here alone. Every single one of us has had a teacher, a friend, a parent, a person help us in some way. I, for one, would not have completed a single history class had I not been encouraged by a full support system, especially my brother, who was my best friend, my dad, who is the funniest person I know, and my mom, who is the person I aspire to be in every aspect of my life. I am so fortunate to have you all. So, class of 2025, go forth and try your best to figure it out. Appreciate those who support you. And if nothing else, we have some good things going for us. Google, ChatGPT, an unhealthy caffeine addiction. It's up to us to make the best of what we have. The world is ours to conquer, or to at least rent a tiny studio apartment in. So keep your chargers ready, your student loan payments deferred. And remember, in the real world, C's get degrees. Good luck and congratulations.
Mr. Richard Waite, class of 1984. During his time as a student in Mount Markham School District, Richard was a dedicated three-sport athlete, playing basketball, baseball, and football, where he served as a team captain. Richard graduated from Mount Markham and completed the Herkimer Bosse's building construction program, which inspired him to pursue a career in the trades. After graduation, Richard enlisted in the Navy and served as a Navy Seabee from 1984 to 2005. He went on to become a highly decorated member of the U.S. Naval Construction Force. Richard also worked for Standard Heating, Cooling, and Insulating. He began as an installer in September of 1991 and worked his way up in the company, eventually becoming the co-owner and chief operating officer in February of 2020. Richard contributed to the community through the football program. He served as a role model for his players, their families, and the community in his service as a coach for Pop Warner, JV, and varsity football. Richard is recently retired from co-owner of the Standard Heating, Cooling, and Insulating, and resides in West Winfield with his wife Jill. He enjoys spending time with his family and making a difference in the community. He has participated in Citron's 19th Celebrity Wheelchair Classic and the Celebrity Cruisers team, which raises funds for STARS, success through adaptive recreational sports. Richard and his team at Standard partner with the Utica chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace, a nonprofit organization that builds and delivers bunk beds to children and families in need. He is an active member of the Optimist Club and the American Legion. Richard continues to be a pillar of the community and an exemplary graduate of the Mount Markham School District. We are honored to introduce Richard Waite into the Mount Markham Hall of Fame.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Zampetti, for those kind words. I am very honored to have been inducted into the Mount Markham Hall of Fame this evening and have this opportunity to address the class of 2025. I would first like to take this opportunity to thank all those who really made this day possible for me. My parents, Bill and Charlotte Waite, I'm sure they're looking down with much pride as I stand here this evening. My wife Jill and my three daughters, Deanna, who nominated me for my induction into the Hall of Fame, Jenna, and Nadine. Truly, without your sacrifice, love, and support during my military, coaching, and work careers, this definitely would not be possible. I love you, girls. Thank you to my mother-in-law, Eileen, Coach Evans, and two of my former quarterbacks and great leaders, Mr. Chad Chafee and Mr. Justin Deming, for your recommendation letters and kind words in support of my induction into the Hall of Fame this evening. Thank you to my teachers and coaches that helped guide me through my high school years, especially Mr. Coach Steve Evans, my coach, my CB brother, my friend, and most importantly, my mentor. You have made such a great impact on my life and the lives of so many others. Thank you, Coach. Good evening to the class of 2025. While meeting with Mr. Huxtable and finding out that I would have the opportunity to address the class with some words of encouragement, as he said, I asked myself, how did I really get where I am today? And what is the best advice I can give to these young adults? While reading the letter of recommendations from Chad and Justin had written again, it reminded me of a card that I received from Mr. Roger Abraham, longtime social studies teacher here at Mount Markham and coach that I admired very much. I truly believe that within this card it tells the story of how I got to where I am today. The card reads, Coach, congratulations on your well-deserved selection as Football Coach of the Year in the Mohawk Valley. You surrounded yourself with quality coaches, created a football family of togetherness, built your program, and through hard work, brought Mount Markham out of the dark ages. Your dedication, your total commitment, your vision, and the bond that you developed among the players and coaches speaks volumes for who you are and what you have achieved. The Mustangs now walk with a swagger, one that is not disrespectful or unsportsmanlike or arrogant, but one that displays pride and strength. A swagger that sends a message. We are ready for war. Mr. Roger T. Abraham. Sorry. I find this card relates to all aspects of my life, whether it be my military career, coaching, or my work career. Within it, I believe there are 4 to 5 points that may help you guide you in the future. Have a vision, a goal. This will look different for all of you, but set a short-term and long-term goal. Put them in writing, share them with others so that they can help you achieve your goals. Surround yourselves with great people. That can help guide and mentor you through the course of your lives. As I spoke about earlier, Mr. Evans was a great mentor for me. He was a man that I looked up to, could talk to, and always had great advice to guide me in many aspects of my life. Work hard. Nothing great ever comes easy in life. You're going to encounter many challenges in your lives, but as they say, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. So face those challenges head on, adapt, adjust, overcome, and keep moving forward. Take pride in who you are and what you do. Lead by example. Devote plenty of time to the betterment of others around you. Very shortly, you will be receiving your high school diplomas. And when you do, I ask one thing. Be proud, be strong, walk with a swagger that displays pride and strength, and win that war. Best of luck to all of you. God bless and be safe.
following student has made a commitment to serve our country via the military service. Please stand. Caleb Etzen, U.S. Navy. Mr. Langone will now deliver his comments.
Thank you, Mr. Zampetti. Good evening, and thank you for attending the Mount Markham Class of 2025 graduation ceremony. You know, it has long been said that if something is important to a community, it will become important to the children that they are raising. Mount Markham has long been known for its traditions, its values, its hard work, and a commitment to education and how they serve their children. I will tell you that from all of the stories that I have heard from the teachers and community members that I've met in the short 2 months that I've been here, but also being aware of Mount Markham, being from Central New York myself, the lessons you have learned are invaluable, and you can use those to establish a very strong foundation for entering into your next endeavors. As you enter those next steps, please utilize the things that you've learned at Mount Markham, and they will help you achieve success in pursuing your goals. I have no greater advice tonight than to steal the words from our two valedictorian and salutatorian speakers. Jonah told us very clearly, find your purpose. And then Aubrey advised us to figure it out. There's no better advice. Congratulations and good luck.
Well, you're almost finished with high school. It's a moment that signifies a major change in your life. First, I would like to say it's been my pleasure to be part of your high school career. One of the best parts of my job is watching 13 and 14-year-olds develop into young adults that are good human beings. Seeing the growth of individuals and the group as a whole over 4 years is a wonderful and sometimes emotional experience. I am thankful for you including me. Graduation is a moment for you to reflect on the past and think of the possibilities of the future. Shall we start with the past? Think as you entered the building as a freshman, so excited to be in the high school, but also a little nervous. The wonder of how the next 4 years would go. Now think of the changes that have happened. In the last 4 years, I've had conversations with some of you about how much you've grown, not only as a student, but as a person. The growth included controlling your emotions, learning how to deal with difficult situations, and how to work with people. As some would say, you figured it out. Now it's time for the next stage, whether it be employment, college, military, and I know this can be a scary time. Exciting time, a little bit of both, that's okay. It is a time that you can work on becoming the person you want to be. It's your next part of your personal evolution, a time for growth. My final piece of advice, and some of you heard it numerous times, never stop growing, ever. Continue to work on yourself, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or learning a new skill. Continue to improve. Now there will be setbacks, there always are. Just keep working on yourself. Become the person you want to be, and strive to become a better human being. And as always, I know you can do it. I believe in you. I always have, and I always will. Good luck and God bless. Before I present the candidates with their diplomas, I call upon our Board of Education President, Mr. Jay Kolzak, to please come forward. How we doing? I certify that the members of the graduating class of 2025 have met all state and local requirements necessary to receive their high school diplomas.
They have been certified, and congratulations in the class of 2025. I'm living proof that C's do get degrees.
Would row one please stand? Aubrey Rose Barbara Hartman. Jonah C. Hacker. Elijah R. Pasquale. Nicholas Thomas. Delaney Christian Steffen. Addison E. Jones. Nathan R. Burns. Jean C. Carpenter. Casey E. Coffin. Peyton R. Dachi. Cameron Donnelly. Brandon Michael Nisley. Jenna Elizabeth Kashenda. Trevor J. Lockwood. Nathan M. Picola. Maggie Lynn Plummer. Row one, please be seated.
Would row two please stand? Claire Elizabeth Reed. Caitlin Tina Riddell. Nicholas E. Sanzo. Zoe Amanda Ashley. Nathan G. Barrett. Anae Bertalong. Samantha J. Burton. Giovanni Catchambone. Austin H. Davis. Jermaine Davis. Carter J. Deek. Eric L. DeKing Jr. Alexander Edmondson. Caleb V. R. Edson. David Escamilla. Alora Evans. Morgan D. Ferguson. Row 2, please be seated.
Would row 3 please stand? Thomas Ferguson. Emily Marie Getchell. Elizabeth Marie Gran. Tila Lee Geyer. Emily Renee Hartman. Gregory R. Haynes. Caitlin Hinkle. Cameron William Hubbard. Christian Tyrese Jones. Cecilia Rose Kennedy. Jacob Kiefer. Kylie Ann Ruth Lane Lehman. Stephen Lowasco Jr. Michaela Lee McCooch. Skylar M. McConnell. Row 3, please be seated.
Would row 4 please stand? Claire Rose McNamara. Noah O. Molson. Mackenzie Jean Nelms. Devin Perkins. RJ S. Piersma. Leandra Elizabeth Plows. Loyton Andrew Plummer, Jr. Nevaeh Rose Ritzel. Owen L. Smith. James William Southworth. Isabella J. St. Ange. Dylan Triple. Stephanie Tucker. Colton Walker. Dustin G. Walker. Alyssa J. Waterman. Emmett White the Fourth.
Yeah, buddy! L-Train! You Lord! L-Train! Oh my God. You're not kidding. He's gonna Matt, he's gonna We are celebrating his mom.
Row 4, please be seated.
Woo!
Would the graduates please stand? You may now turn your tassels to the left It is now my privilege to officially present the graduated class of 2025.